Don't drop the pass. From whatever to winning. Kelvin was a regular 12-year-old who loved football and video games. But there was one thing he said more than anything else. Whatever. When his mom reminded him to dress warmer today. Whatever. When his dad asked him to keep his room clean so it's easier to find his things. Whatever. When his friends invited him to hang out, but he wasn't interested. Whatever. His parents were frustrated, and slowly, their conversations with Kelvin became shorter. His friends seemed less excited to talk to him. Kelvin's whatever made them feel like nothing they said mattered. One afternoon, Kelvin was at the park, tossing a football with his friend Jake. Jake threw him a perfect pass, but Kelvin missed it, letting the ball bounce away. "Dude, that was a perfect throw," Jake said. Kelvin shrugged. Whatever. The football rolled to a stop, but instead of lying still, it started to wiggle. Then it shook. Then, to Kelvin's amazement, it spoke.
"Is that all you ever say?"
The football huffed. Kelvin jumped back. "Whoa, footballs don't talk."
"Well, normally we don't. But I had to say something before you drop another pass. Not just in football, but in life."
The football spun in the air and landed right in Kelvin's hands.
"Imagine this game.
The football said.
You're playing in the championship, and your teammate throws you the winning pass. You catch it, but instead of running, you just drop it and walk away."
That would be ridiculous, Kelvin laughed.
Yes. When people talk to you, they're passing you the ball in a conversation. But every time you say whatever, it's like you're dropping the ball instead of passing it back.
Kelvin frowned. I never thought about it that way. The football continued.
When your parents ask you a question and you say, whatever, you drop the pass. You end the conversation. When someone shares their feelings and you say, whatever, you drop the pass. You make them feel unheard. When a teacher tries to help you and you say, whatever, you drop the pass. You miss a chance to improve. See? That's what happens when you drop the pass in a conversation.
Kelvin suddenly remembered last week when he had excitedly told Jake about his new favorite video game. Jake had shrugged and said, whatever. It had annoyed him more than he admitted at the time. Had he been doing the same thing to others? So, when I say whatever, it's like I don't even want to play. The football nodded.
Yes. You're making the other person feel like their words don't matter.
Kelvin sighed. Okay, maybe whatever isn't great. But sometimes I don't know what to say, or I don't feel like talking. And sometimes, well, I just say it without thinking. The football nodded.
I get that. Let's look at the plays behind the play.
It spun in the air and landed on the ground, showing some words. Why do you say whatever most of the time? Avoiding conflict. You don't want to argue, so you shut down. Feeling controlled. You want to make your own choices, even small ones. Defensiveness. You think you're being criticized or your flaws pointed out. Not interested. You might actually not care, or just pretend not to. Emotion regulation. You don't know how to express frustration, so you dismiss instead. And feeling powerless. Kelvin added, sometimes I feel like I don't have a choice, so I just say whatever, because nothing will change anyway.
You see, no matter what's behind your whatever, It is a shortcut for avoiding real conversations. The ball was passed to you but dropped by you. But avoiding them doesn't solve anything. It just makes people stop talking to you.
Kelvin felt a little guilty. Had his parents stopped asking him things because they were tired of hearing whatever?
But if you know why you do it, you can start to change it.
Okay, Kelvin sighed. So what should I say instead?
Great question. Here's the game plan.
Recognize when you're about to say whatever. Whenever you feel whatever coming, pause and ask yourself, why do I want to say this? Am I avoiding something? Am I just not interested? Replace whatever with a more thoughtful response. If you are frustrated, try to express your feelings better. Instead of whatever, say, I don't really agree, but I hear you. Or, I'm not sure how to answer that. If you are disengaged, find ways to make conversations more two-sided. Say, I don't feel like talking right now, but I'll come back to this. If it's just a habit, replace it with better responses. Say, I need a minute to think about it.
Instead of dropping the ball, try passing it back with something more meaningful.
Kelvin nodded. All right, I get it. But how do I actually stop?
Make it fun. Have a know whatever challenge for a day or a week. Keep track and challenge yourself to say something else instead.
Show you're still in the game. Even if you don't agree with someone, at least show you're listening. Just like in football, you don't have to like every play, but you stay in the game. Kelvin nodded. Okay, I guess I can try. That evening, his mom called from the kitchen. Kelvin, can you set the table? He almost said, whatever. But then he remembered what the football had said. Okay, just let me finish this game first. His mom looked surprised. She paused for a moment, then smiled. All right, just don't forget. Kelvin realized something. One small change made the conversation smoother. A week later, Kelvin was playing football again. Touchdown! His teammates cheered. Jake ran up to him, laughing. Dude, I thought you were going to drop that one. Kelvin grinned. No way. I don't drop passes anymore. Somewhere, far away from the field, a small voice whispered,
Now that's a winning play.
The end.